Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. Lakers superstars LeBron James and Anthony Davis won gold with Team USA defeating France in the final. The question now becomes, as they're heading into the Lakers season, how will they navigate having all this games played in the summer, whereas typically their off season is completely spent on recovery and then building up for the season. So just as a baseline, let's say there's a certain level of fitness and rhythm that LeBron AD want to get to heading into the season. Typically over a normal off season, right, the season will end, they'll rest and recover, and then they'll gradually build up their strength and conditioning, their fitness, their basketball activities to that level heading into Lakers training camp. In this case, it's a different puzzle because first you have the normal rest and recovery. Lakers eliminated on April 29th. And then you start to build up to Olympic training camp, which was just a month away. Then you have this big spike in intensity. And then following that, you're gonna have another rest and recovery period. And now you have 2 months to get back to that level that you want. The difference is their fitness and conditioning level is going to be higher than usual at this point. So that does allow for a more gradual runway. But the key in all this is you have to balance out the fatigue aspects too, especially considering the level of intensity and how grueling this Olympics was and the level of responsibility and demands on LeBron and AD during the Olympics, and then also heading into the regular season. So it's really all about being methodical with your planning. It's understanding how to navigate the balance of following the Olympics. How do you, of course, keep building up that fitness level, but then also balancing that out with fatigue levels. And I think part of that will be not just during the 2-month buildup, but also during the start of the season is giving LeBron and AD a more gradual runway and less workload. Because what you often see with players coming off the summer is that they're gonna have a higher fitness level compared to their peers. They're gonna be in more rhythm and have more confidence. But what happens is as the season goes along, they can start fatiguing out because that all catches up to them. Something we saw with Austin Reeves last summer, who didn't have that summer break. He played USA basketball and he started to have those feelings of fatigue as the season went on. So you really need to be able to have a more gradual ramp up in order to then plateau later on and peak later on during the regular season. It's something we've seen LeBron navigate really well during his career, and I think Anthony Davis being around LeBron will also have that role model and that anchor as well. Additionally, a key positive here is that both LeBron and AD didn't seem to be hampered at all physically during the tail end of the Olympics, which bodes well for this 2-month gap, because if you do get injured, say, you now have to allocate a certain amount of time to rehab, and then you're at a lower starting level to be able to get back to where you want to be. All in all, playing over the summer certainly adds a new variable to everything, but with methodical planning and consistency, along with communication from LeBron and AD's own trainers and their own fitness staff around them with the Lakers staff, is something that can be navigated quite well heading into the season. And I think lastly, JJ Redick now being their head coach, him understanding that fatigue and how it affects players quite personally will also help LeBron and AD navigate the upcoming season.